Okay, so I don't know what the fuck happened, but I make a video where if I was in the SCP universe and apparently got shut down. It didn't get updated or something. Plus the Venom one, so I don't know what the fuck is happening. But whatever. I'm thinking I'm gonna end the Venom one. I don't know. I might continue it. Again, I'm not doing this for money or anything. I'm just doing this because I feel like it. But anyway, since the video decided not to update on YouTube, I guess you guys have a better expect to see what's gonna happen. So in the SCP universe, there are things called as gods. Of course, they are, and no, there is something called the Scarlet King. Apparently, one of the strongest or the strongest SCP in the universe. Yeah, him. So my SCP is a god as something higher than the Scarlet Thing. I'm basically the strongest SCP. Okay, you know that thing from Smash Bros? That ugly thing with the tentacles all around it? I'm that. It looks exactly like that. I no other SCP know I'm there, not even the Scarlet King. So basically, I'm just floating around seeing the Scarlet King fuck over everyone. SCP-62 is born, whatever. I say, man, what would happen if I go down there? So I make a body on Earth. My body, it'll like Rimuru Tempest, but instead of blue hair, has black hair with a bright purple slash going down, going by the left side of it, and has bright purple eyes. Also, it's not wearing that fancy coat. It's wearing like a Sailor Saddle outfit because if you like it. Also, my SCP can change. It will change genders randomly. Like some days it'll be a boy, some days it'll be a girl, some days it'll be no gender. So yeah, it's completely random because I feel like it again. So I put myself on this world, and immediately SCP-682 know I'm there, and he's like, "What the fuck is that?" Cause I think he can understand, like, look at me and like, I feel like any SCP can see another SCP and be like, "What the hell is that?" And the scientists will look at SCP who's watching him right now, and they're like, "He's acting kind of weird." And SCP-682 just continue bathing in acid, like whatever, right? So I'm like walking around the world, and I get hit by this small town. This very small town, about 100 people in there. So I start walking around. I go into a store, and people looking at me like, "Why is that kid wearing a Sailor Sun outfit?" And an SCP scientist who were doing a little experiment with, I don't know, name a safe SCP, I guess, was there. He's like, "Is that an SCP or just a crazy little girl or boy?" Huh. So I go into the store and I start picking out snacks and eating them. I'm like, this tastes pretty good. So I start eating and drinking things, and the store manager comes like, "Hey kid, you can't just drink whatever you want. You gotta pay for that. Where's your parents?" And before the guy can even get another word out, he's gone. And there are some people in the store like, "What? Where did that guy go?" I'm just still eating my stuff like chips. Just alright, I like chips. And they see like a drink bar, and I start picking up drinks, and people like in the store are freaking out. Where did that guy go? Right? And the SCP scientist who was there, like, what the hell? And she's thinking about calling the SCP Foundation, and he calls them like, "Yo, we might have an SCP. Um, this girl walked into town with an Ascendant style outfit. I already told you. I already told you how she looks. How he slash. I'm just gonna call it it. Right? I already told her it look. And this girl give the description. Give this it. Give the description of what I look like basically. And it's basically in this town. It went to a store and started eating snacks started picking up snacks and eating them and throwing around. But that's not the weird part. The store manager come in, or the store person come in, and when started talking to the child, they get a couple words out, but then just vanish. And SCP Foundation be like, "What? Does it have any connection to do with the little girl?" And she like, "I don't know if it's a little girl or a little boy. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm still here." Okay, so them send like two people there. Cause got a small site there. I'm just there eating. I'm like, hey you guy. I just think of a random guy. I'm like, you guy, go get me a drink. And they're like, what? Who are you to tell me? And he'd be gone. Like, okay, you get me a drink. And Debbie's like, what's happened? Like, okay, let's make this very simple for you all, right? There's about three people in the store right now. I am your god. I am superior in you in every way, shape, and form. And if you don't get me a drink, I'm going to make you non-existent. Does that give you anything? Does that give you clearance? And they be confused, like, what? You can't just make a wait, what? Did you? And that person who was saying that disappears, and the other people are scared, and they're like, wait, and other person trying to attack me. They didn't even get the punch off. They disappear too. And I look last like, hold on. I'll give you a drink. I'll give you a drink. What drink do you want, God? Majesty. The guy thinking, is this God? What the hell's happening? What is this? I gotta survive. Maybe I just give it a drink and maybe just leave me alone. And he gets me a drink. And the entire time, the woman, Dr. Sakura, that's right, Dr. Sakura, is there, and she's telling the SCP Foundation, yo, this SCP tells them what it does, and they're like, wait, it making them disappear? Yes, and they're like, okay, get a stage one of this. They send a small squad, and it took about 3 hours to get there. And in those 3 hours, I've completely nearly evaporated the entire town. Buildings are gone, people are gone. 20 to 15 people. There were 100 people in this town originally. There were about 20 to 15 people now, all behind me, like following my orders. And the woman and Dr. Sakura's there, just kind of following me, but already trying to figure out like I'm a dangerous SCP, so I'm not trying to. She's not trying to attack me, right? And the small SWAT come in and they put the guns up to me. You, I'll be like, come in, purple, SCP something. They come. I know how they speak to me. They say, hey, little boy, girl, whatever, get in the van now. This is an order from the government of the United States, and that entire squad I was talking before disappeared too. And the people behind me is already thinking, stupid fools, you shouldn't have come near a god, right? A guy said, I'm like, he's improving. I like that. You shouldn't come near a god. Okay. Because, everybody in the town is afraid, but this one guy was like, you must be God. You must be God, right? So, like, this other guy's got a prophet, like, he is God. He is our savior. Alright, he's saying all these things. I just let him do it because I feel like it. And the SCP woman, the doctors, and the SCP woman, they're like, Dr. Sakura, we lost contact with the entire squad. What happened? They're gone. They're what? They're gone. The entire squad is gone. They're like, okay, hold on. We got another plan. To send another squad, and this squad is a lot more sneaky. They're busy thinking it's bit like eye contact or if I see them. So what if they sneak up on me? So they sneak up on me and they try to knock me out, which they get the hit off, because I want them to. And they get the hit off and it breaks. They had like a nightstick and they hit me with the head of it. And it nightstick breaks. I'm like, did you try to hit me with a nightstick? And they be scared and he tried to pull his gun and start shooting at me. And this and people who are behind me, who are following me out of fear, and the one guy who's pretty much thinking I'm God and saying give me all types of prayers, are running the hell away, thinking they can get away. This pissed me off. So yeah, those 14 people or 19, they're gone. And the only guy left, the prophet, say, you stupid fools, you wasn't, and that guy disappears too because he was pissing me off. He was kind of annoying. So I look at the guy and say, disappear. And he basically, all the entire squad disappear. No, the entire town disappear. And I look, and there's a Dr. Sakura. I didn't mint. Dr. Sakura is still there, and she's scared. And my eyes glow a little bit. and she realized every time my eyes glow, I'm gonna do something. And they're like, "Hold on, please, can we talk about this?" Dr. Sakura says, like, "Huh? Well, yeah, okay. I should wait for real. You want to talk? New games? Like, yeah, I like to talk, but you kill understanding people. Hey, understanding people, the other attacked me first, so I have all right." And she like, no, none of that happens. I did in Racy Town, so they're thinking, okay, class 2 event. They put it in the Zoom 2, and they start saying tanks and helicopters and a good like set of men. And they start like attacking me with tank stuff. But everything they sent at me just vanish out of thin air, and they don't know what the hell to do. At this point, they're thinking a class 3 event. Have to nuke the town, because they don't know what else to do. To me. But one of the or 5 who are at the meeting right now, I bet have to do this a lot of times, at the meeting right now says, okay, how about we send a negotiator in? A negotiator? Why? Well, she seemed to have some form of intelligence. She was ordering the people around, and they're getting snatched. She has some sort of intelligence. And they're like, yeah, we have to do that, because it's either we see we can, like, come to a mutual understanding, or we nuke the entire town. So, they send a nuclear there with, like, a couple guards, but they don't really, they send a couple guards and, like, excuse me, young boy, girl, I say, huh, well, are you trying to talk to me? Okay. I like, my name is Purple. Yeah, my name is Purple D. No, my name is Alucard. Yeah, my name is Alucard. Tell me, you guys know who that name is. And, oh yes, Miss Alucard. Please stop this unending rampage. What can we give you to stop this rampage? And I'm like, rampage? Dude, you guys attacked me first. And well, we didn't know we weren't trying to hurt you. We wanted you to come with us, and he's busy thinking shit. We did try to hurt her, but we didn't try it on purpose, basically. They're basically telling me, like, yo, we didn't try to hurt you on purpose. We're just like, we don't want the world to find out about your mysterious properties. And I'd be like, mysterious properties? What are you guys talking about? And, they're like, what can we give you to stop this rampage? I'm like, huh. Well, I don't know. Got any snacks or something? I'm like, yes, we have plenty of snacks. We will give you any snack or form of entertainment you want, as long as you come with us and don't cause any further damage. I'm like, I'm thinking for a while. Okay, I can agree with this. So like, I start following them, and I'm basically being very heavily watched. I enter a small van, about a small car, the negotiator, and the negotiator will try to like get to know me to see if he can like, see if I'm gonna do something strange or something like that. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys probably want these people back, and everyone I vanish and disappear immediately come back. The buildings, the people, the swords, and they get notified of this, and they're like, she bring back everyone, and they're shocked. They thought they were dead. Okay, say thank, and they know she said, oh, thank you very much, Purple, Alucard, sorry. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'm just seeing how this will go. I'm like, yes, and they sent me to a site, well, 29 or something, and they bring me into a small room, and they see 2 people outside the door. Dr. Hinata, that's why I'm bringing characters in it, and Dr. Sasuke. I'm like, okay, listen, Dr. Hinata, we don't know what this SCP is. All we know, it can bring things, it can disappear, it can bend things out of existence and bring things back. We're gonna have to find out what it can do. Right now, it's cast on a Kaler and Euclid. We don't know what it can do. Be very careful with it. And she'd be like, yes, yes, I do. Yes. And she basically get into the room, and she started making with, like, friendly, like, hello, my name is Dati Nata. And your name is Alucard, if I'm correct. I'd be like, manners, okay. Yes, my name is Alucard. What may I do to you? What may I do for you? And she was like, yes, thank you very much. And she's been writing things down. They seem to have average intelligence so far. right? She to be very friendly and open. Let's see. So she writing this down now, but so she asked me, we here at SCB Foundation, I want to ask you a couple of questions if you may allow us to. And she like, yeah, sure, I can allow you guys to. And she was like, okay, thank you. Number one question: what is your anomalous properties? Now, they would normally ask you about their name or stuff like that, but they're trying to find out what I can do to, accessorize the threat level. And I'd be like, strange question to ask me at first. Okay, kind of feel violated. I'm like, oh, sorry, didn't mean to give you some kind of unpleasantries. Like, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So I'd be like, my power is slash erase slash creation. And they'll be like, please explain. So I would say I can erase anything I don't want to exist. So let's say I want no more air in this room to exist. And immediately, like, she can't breathe, like, or I can create air. And she's like, thank you. And like, is there a limit to this? And they're like, no, I can do as far as I want. I tried even changing the universe. I was in to make all of the stars disappear, which I thought was really weird. You don't really surprise, you don't really know like how much I miss the stars until they're all gone. And people behind the tree with Dr. Sasuke and Dr. Hinata, Dr. Sasuke and Dr. Naruto, be like, what the hell? If she's telling the truth, we can't stop her. We have to do something. Alright, and they'll tell us to put, and they'll tell Dr. Hinata in the earpiece, like, try to see if you can get her to be friendly. If she is telling the truth about this, we just gotta be very careful not to tick her off. And she'd be like, oh, you sis, sorry about that. And they were already got my how I look and stuff down. I'd be like, no offense, but where are your parents? Or do you have parents? What's your gender? No offense, but you look like a little girl or boy. I'd be like, huh. Well, first of all, I have no parents. Second of all, I don't really have a gender. I kind of just change when I feel like it. I know, but I did have a gender at first. I thought I needed one, and after a while, I just wanted to change it and change it. So after a while, it's kind of a bad habit of mine. I just kind of do it on random. Oh, okay. Can apparently erase slash create on herself too, and gender match her on boy slash girl slash it. So yeah, today, written on how I look, she asked me why you are wearing the asylum's outfit, and they were like, "Oh, I found this outside." I was like, "Oh, I like it looks on me. Doesn't it look cute?" And I'll be like, "Oh, by the way, my character's like, well, remote Tetris, and got that white skin, so she's white. So yeah, like I guess yeah, it does. Why are you trying to be nice?" So she like, "Okay, so we here at SCB Foundation, we like to make a mutual understanding. We will get you any snacks or form of entertainment that you will want. And in return, we only ask that you stay in your room, my containment cell." And she'll be like, Charlie, how did you? I can create the fact. I can create the fact. I have mind powers. And she's like, really? What's the limit of your erase dash creation? Like, I say, I can erase the fact that there is air in this room, but I can also erase the fact that you can't see. I should go blind all of a sudden, like, or I can react the fact you can see. My powers have no limit. I'm basically as far as I want it to be. So if I want to create if I want to create mind powers for myself, I can create mind powers. And people behind me would be like, we have to be careful. Try to see if you can get her to be in a consignment cell. Right? And there's like, what if you put in your room with snacks and computer utensils? And I'd be like, you know what? I got a better idea. Um, they'd be scared, like, okay, what is it? Put me into experiments. I don't be stuck in a room forever. You can put me in experiments when you feel like it, but I want to meet every SCP. Other than that, or completely evaporate all of you. And they'll think for a while and think, if she kills SCP 682, we're not gonna have a problem with it. And they're like, I'll have to continue this with my supervisors, but your room has already been prepared. Is the SCP Foundation? They're prepared for a lot of things. They say, yes, it's already prepared. Like, okay, I'll go. and I'll go to my room. People behind the screen be like, well, we can't stop her, and we can't kill her because she can just erase the fact she's not dead. So it really just depends. What do we do? And they're thinking, and Dr. Hinata says, what if we try to use her in a way? I'll be next to a table, by the way, like in the event. I'm like, what if we use her to try to kill the dangerous beast like we don't like SCP-096? They'd be like, that could be possibilities, but we don't know. I'll be next, and I'm like, you know, this video is coming to an end, so I'm gonna need to hurry this up. And they'd be shocked. How did you get in here? And by the way, I was like, don't worry. You may try to kill me in any way you see fit. I will not try to stop you. And they'd be like, okay, so you're gonna allow us to try to kill you? Yep, 100%. And they'd be shot. And they probably put out my containment, like personal, secure, like hard to contain me. No way to contain me. They just don't know how. But anyway, and everything was stopped. Say, well, this video is ending soon, so I gotta see you guys later.